There are only two people that I would say are the only constant in your life. That is you, and secondly, God. Now, I know that in life we have all these things happening around us, both good and bad, amazing experiences, difficult, painful experiences. And at times in life, we can feel so much overwhelmed by what is transpiring around us. But today, I would like to just share with you this encouragement that as a child of God, I tend to believe this, that what we have around us, it is possible for it to be there today, and tomorrow it is gone. But guess what? If there is something in life that remains constant, are those two parties. Yourself, as long as you're breathing in this life, and secondly, that person we call God. And I tend to believe that this then informs how we ought to respond to situations and circumstances that happen around our lives. One clear truth that I'd like to present to you today is that in this life, nothing else should define who you are but that one person we call God. The reason why we feel discouraged, the reason why we give up on life, the reason why at times we find ourselves living lives that are so frustrated, and we don't want to look at tomorrow. We are doing all these things and trying to, to sort of like overcome those negative feelings in us, is simply because we are living our lives in a way that we are defined by what we do, we are defined by what we have, or we are defined by what we have achieved. But I'm here to encourage you, child of God. When I read the scriptures every now and again, one clear truth that I find is that our lives here on earth should be defined by God. Men and women in scriptures who are defined by God, I can tell you this, lived lives of impact, lived lives that were so fulfilling, so satisfying, to the point and the level of which that no matter what they went through, all that mattered at that very particular time and season in their lives is that God was with them. The scripture that for me comes to mind is in the Bible, the words that were spoken by this gentleman called Moses in Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 6. As he's parting shots, he comes and he tells them, be strong and courageous. But right at the very end of that verse, he comes and he says, for I will never leave you nor forsake you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. When I look at that specific passage of scripture, two things that I see as a subject, it is yourself and God. It is us and God. And God himself has said it over and over again. I will never leave you nor forsake you. May we then live our lives, as a reflection or as a result of this reality that there are only two constants in this life, yourself and God. And the beauty about it is that God says, I will always be with you. I will always stand by you, regardless of what you face, regardless of what you encounter, regardless of what you have to contend with. That, friends, is a powerful truth. And I pray that even with the words that I've spoken to you today, you will find encouragement, knowing that no matter how dark or thick things might look or feel, God is right there with you. And here on CITAM Church Online, we are always available to pray with you and to stand with you in that hour of need. So feel free to reach out to us on whichever platform you are watching us from. The Lord richly bless you.